children, how are you all? I hope you all are healthy and fine. Firstly, I would like to welcome you all for today's social studies class. Myself, Arpita, I am your social studies teacher. Then children, do you know which chapter we are going to learn today? Yes, in today's class we are learning about a new lesson named as Maps Our Guides. Children, I repeat, chapter number 2, page number 250, Maps Our Guides. Children, then let us start our today's class. Before that, please all of you open your social studies textbook of page number 250. Children, I give you some times. Please take out your social studies textbook and please open page number 250. Okay children, firstly we have to know that in this lesson what are the things we are going to learn. Firstly, what is map? The second learning point is types of map. Then third learning point is languages of map. Children, now can you just tell me why do we want to study this lesson? What are the uses? Yes children, as you know, the name of this lesson is Maps Our Guides. So do you think really map is our guide? Yes children, map guide us by giving so many information whenever we want to travel anywhere in the world. So here we are considering map as our guide.
Maps, our guides. Maps. Our Earth is a vast planet, and it is so beautiful that we would like to see and know about every part of the Earth. A globe can be useful when we want to study the Earth as a whole. But when we want to study about only a specific part of the Earth as our country, state, or town, it is of little help. In such a situation, we use maps. A map is a drawing of the Earth's surface or a part of it on a flat surface according to a scale. It can be folded, put into pocket, and is easy to carry. Maps give us more specific and detailed information as compared to a globe. Even the smallest area can be enlarged and shown on a map. There are many types of maps available. Physical maps, which depict physical features like mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers, oceans, etc. Political maps, which show us different countries of the world and states with their boundaries. Thematic maps, which focus on specific information such as rainfall, vegetation, etc. Suitable titles are given on the basis of information provided in these maps. Maps can be bound together in a book called atlas. However, maps have their own limitations. Since the surface of the Earth is curved, it cannot be shown accurately on a flat surface like paper. Language of maps. Maps are very handy to carry and they help in learning about the Earth. To read a map correctly and accurately, it is necessary to understand the language of a map. Every map has colors, directions, signs, symbols and scale. This is called the language of the map. Directions. There are 4 major directions which have been universally accepted. They are north, south, east and west. The countries all over the world use the same systems of directions. All maps follow the same system of showing directions. The top direction is the north. South is in the direction opposite to the north. To our right is the east, and to our left is the west. Subdirections. Once you have grasped the concepts of directions, it is easy to find the subdirection. Between the two major directions, north and east, lies the subdirection northeast. In the same way, between north and west lies the northwest, and so on. There are four major subdirections, that is, northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. Scale. For example, the actual distance between Delhi and Kolkata is about 1400 kilometers on the ground. But on the map, the distance between the two cities is reduced to just a 14 centimeter. So we can say that a distance of 100 kilometers is represented by a distance of 1 centimeter on the map. This is called the scale of the map. Scale can be defined as the ratio between the distance on the map and the distance on the ground. A map without a scale is called a sketch. There are two ways of showing the scale on a map. 1 centimeter is equal to 100 kilometers, which means that a distance of 1 centimeter on the map represents 100 kilometers on the ground. By means of a line. See the figure. The line is divided into many parts. Each part of the line shows some ground distance. It is marked on the scale. Conventional signs or symbols. Many types of signs and symbols are used to show various kinds of information on map. For example, a metal road is depicted by two straight lines. A capital city is marked on a map by a small circle enclosed within a bigger circle. If we memorize these conventional symbols, they help us to read information given on maps. Colors. Different colors are used to show various landforms on a map. Maps usually follow same pattern of colors. Water bodies like oceans, rivers, seas, and lakes are shown in blue color on a map. Green color depicts plains or lowlands. Mountains and highlands are shown in brown. Plateaus are marked in yellow. This key shown here is used in every country of the world. See the map showing the scheme of colors used.
Welcome back, children. In the beginning, we discussed why do we need to study this chapter. Yes, also we got answer. Now, children, we shall learn in depth. Before that, I have a question for you. Do you have any knowledge about globe? Then, children, what do you mean by globe? Globe is a small model of the earth. Since it's not possible to see earth from one place, globe help us. Children, I repeat, globe is a small model of the earth. Since it's not possible to see earth from one place, globe help us. Yes, children, by studying the globe, we get an idea of the size, shape and location of the land masses. Also, children, globe has certain limitations or shortcomings, that is disadvantages. Then what are they? Firstly, difficult to carry around. Yes, children, a globe is really very difficult to carry around for a long. Second disadvantages, not possible to see all the parts of the earth's surface at the same time. Yes, children, a globe can be useful when we want to study the earth as a whole. But when we want to study about only a specific part of the earth, as our country, state or town, it is of no use. In such cases, we use a map. Then the third shortcome cannot show detailed information such as cities or any particular area with the help of globe. To overcome these shortcomings of globe, we use map. Then, what do you mean by map? A map is a drawing of the earth's surface or a part of it on a flat surface according to scale. I repeat, a map is a drawing of the earth's surface or a part of it on a flat surface according to scale. Yes, children, a map is nothing but it is a sketch of a earth's surface on a flat surface. That means on a paper according to a scale, which means it follows a measurement. Then children, there are many advantages of maps. What are they? Yes, a map can be hung or folded. Then a map can display large areas such as continents and oceans as well as small areas. Also convenient to carry around. Yes, children, we can easily fold the map and we can carry with us. The next advantage is can display variety of information such as populations, industries, railways, forests and climate. Now children, let us move to the next concept, that is types of maps. Children, types of maps are mainly of three types. They are physical maps, political maps, thematic maps. I repeat, physical maps, political maps, thematic maps. Now children, we shall try to learn one by one. The first type of map is physical map. What do you mean by physical map? Physical maps which depict physical features like mountains, plains, rivers, oceans, etc. are known as physical maps. Here, the example of physical map. Children, here you can observe where the map is giving us information regarding mountains and oceans by using a specific colors. Can you able to see here? Yes, where brown color indicating the northern mountains, green color indicating northern plains, yellow color indicating Great Indian Desert, the Deccan Plateau, and green color indicating the coastal plains, and blue is nothing but islands. Yes, children, this is how the physical map help us to know about mountains, plains, rivers, oceans, etc. Then children, the next type of map is political map. Political map which show us different countries of the world and states with their boundaries. Yes, children, this map will be having a boundary of each states of a country. Here you can see the states of India and with their boundaries. By this children, we can get to know the area of each states and how much space that is occupied by each state on earth or in a country. Yes, children. Then the next type is thematic map. Thematic map which focus on specific information such as rainfall, vegetation, etc. Yes, children. Here the example for thematic map where you can see this map gives us a annual rainfall. Also the vegetation. The different colors here, children, different colors are indicating a different length of rainfalls. S. Maps can be bound together in a book called Atlas. Yes, children. When maps that put together, we get an atlas. A book of map is called atlas. Children, atlas may always contain a different types of maps. Children, now I have a question for you. Do you know what do we call to study about maps? Yes. The study of maps is called as cartography. Then, do you know the person who makes a map is known as? Yes, the person who makes map is called as cartographer. Children, now let us move to the next concept, that is language maps. Children, do you think really map need a languages? Yes, children. Before studying or reading something, we have to have a knowledge about languages. Suppose I given you a English textbook and ask you to read out. What is the first thing you must know? Yes, you have to know about how to read a English language. Similar way, before reading the maps, we have to know the languages of maps. And to read a map correctly and accurately, it is necessary to understand the languages of map. Children, every map has colors, directions, scale and signs or symbols. This is called the languages of map. Now children, let us try to understand one by one. The first language of map is directions. As we know, children, we often use 4 major directions. Can you please name of them? Yes, they are north, south, east, west. Yes, children, the first direction is north. The top direction is known as north. The south in the direction opposite to the north. To our right is the east and to our left is the west. These are the 4 directions we used to have in our daily life. Then children, there are some other directions we can have. That is sub-directions. Once you have grasped the concept of directions, it is easy to find the sub-directions. Children, these are known as sub-directions. Between the 2 major directions, we can have a sub-direction. For example, where you can observe between north and east lies the sub-direction northeast. In the same way, in between north and west, there lies between northwest. So children, there are 4 sub-directions: northwest, northeast, southeast, southwest, which are the directions lies between the major directions. Yes, children. Then, the next year, you can observe the Indian map with having directions, where a north showing towards Jammu Kashmir, east showing towards West Bengal, south indicating Tamil Nadu and west indicating Gujarat. This is how we specify the direction of each state in a country. Next children, the next language is scale. What do you mean by scale? A scale can be defined as ratio between the distance on the map and the distance on the ground. What does it mean? Children, since there is limited space on map, it is not possible to show the actual size of any feature on it. Then we choose scale. If you know scale, you can calculate distance on map. Children, now I give one example. Here they have given 1 centimeter equals to 100 kilometer, which means that a distance of 1 centimeter on the map represents 100 kilometer on the ground. Suppose the distance between two cities is 100 kilometer on the map. It is shown as 1 centimeter, where children, scale is written as 1 centimeter equals to 100 kilometer. By means of line, the line is divided into many parts. Each part of the line shows some ground distance. It is marked on the scale, which means scale can also be represented as dividing a line in a many parts. Children, scale is always used to represent at the top of the map. Can you able to see here? Yes, this is how the scale represents in a map. Now children, do you know what do we call for a map without scale? Yes, a map which is having no scale is called as sketch. Now children, let us move to the third language, that is conventional signs and symbols. Children, here you can have, there are so many symbols and signs which uses in a map. The first symbol, that is international boundary. You can see there children how it can be represented. A state boundary where the line is divided into small parts. Then metal road, which is represented in a two straight lines. Then unmetalled road, the two straight lines are divided into many parts. Then the bridge, then the railway line, dam, well and tank, stream, forest. See children, forest can be represented by giving a trees, showing trees. Capital city. Yes, a capital city marked on a map by a small circle enclosed within a bigger circle. Then temple, church, mosque, post office, police station, rest house. Yes children, if we memorize these conventional symbols, they help us to read information given on maps. The next language is colors. How these colors help us? Different colors are used to show various landmarks on a map. Children, maps usually follow the same pattern of colors, such as water bodies follows blue color, mountains and highlands brown color, plains or lowlands green color, plateaus uses yellow color. See children here. These colors can also be say as keys, where it represents a certain parts of the countries or a region. This key is used to in every country of the world. See the map showing the scheme of colors used. Yes children, now points to remember. What are the things we learned today? What is map? Types of map languages of map. Then children, what is map? A map is a drawing of the earth's surface or a part of it on a flat surface according to scale. Then types of map. What are the types of map? There are mainly 3 types: physical map, political map, thematic map. Then children, languages of map. There are mainly 4 languages. They are directions, scale, conventional signs and symbols, and colors. Now children, let us move to the exercise part. Children, our first exercise is tick right mark to the correct answers. As what you have to do here, you have to read out the question and understand and look at the options given and choose the correct option to the respected question. Then let us start. The first question is, a map showing physical features like mountains, plateaus, rivers, etc. is called a option A, thematic map, option B, physical map, option C, political map. Which is the correct answer? Yes, the correct answer is B, that is physical map, because as we know, physical maps gives us information about mountains, rivers, oceans, plateaus, etc. Next question. A atlas is a book of. Correct answer is option B, because a atlas is a book of maps. It contains different types of maps. Third question. Green color used in a map depicts. Green color used in a map depicts plains and lowlands, because plateaus represent in yellow color, oceans represent in blue color. Fourth question. To know the location of your town or a city, which map will you buy? Answer is political map, because political map depicts the boundary or an area covered by a specific city or a town. Fifth question. The distance between two cities A and B is 1500 km, but on a map the distance is reduced to 15 cm. What is the scale of the map? The correct answer is 1 cm is to 100 km, because children, you already know 1 cm gives you 100 km. This is how the map gives us. Listen it. Yes. Then if we consider 15 centimeter, that must be equal to 1500 kilometer. So we can say that the scale of this map is 1 centimeter is to 100 kilometer. Children, our next exercise is match the following. Here you can see a column 1 having questions as blue, green, brown, yellow, a book of maps. Similarly, part B, that is column B, having answers as mountains, plateaus, atlas, plains, water bodies. Now children, can you tell me blue color represents which landmark? Yes, that is water bodies. Then green color represents plains. Children, please use your scale and write down the lines. Okay, neatly you must write. Next, brown color. Brown color represents mountains. Yellow color represents plateaus. Then fifth, a book maps is nothing but atlas. Now children, let us move to the next exercise, that is write T for the true and F for the false statements. Now let us read out each sentence and we'll see which is the true statement and which are the false statement. First sentence. A map is not drawn to a scale. Children, do you think it is correct? No, it is a false statement. So you have to write F here because a map is drawn based on scale. Next question. A rainfall map is a thematic map. Yes, it is a true statement. So you must write T here because thematic map gives us information regarding annual rainfall. Listen it. Yes. Next, the third question. The study of maps is called geography. Do you think it is correct statement? No, it is a false statement. So you have to write F here because we know study of maps is called as cartography. Then fourth question. A metal road is depicted by the three straight lines. Children, this is a false statement. So you have to write F here because a metal road is depicted by two straight lines. Then fifth question. A sketch is always drawn to a scale. Children, it is also a false statement. So write F here because a sketch is nothing but a map which do not have scale. Listen it. So it is also a false statement. Children, the next main is main D. Answer these questions. What is the first question given? How is a map useful? Yes, children. For this question, we can list out many advantages of map, such as maps gives us more specific and detailed informations as compared to globe. Yes, even the smallest area can be enlarged and shown on a map. Children, I repeat, a map gives us more specific and detailed information as compared to globe. Yes, even the small areas can be enlarged and shown on a map. Yes, children, by using map we can have a complete and accurate information about a particular area. Yes, next question. Describe the three types of maps. The first map is physical map. Physical maps which depict physical features like mountains, plains, rivers, oceans, etc. Next type is political map. Political map which shows us different countries of the world and states with their boundaries. Thematic map. Thematic maps which focus on specific information such as rainfall, vegetation, etc. The next question is name of the four sub-directions. Answer is northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. I repeat, children, northeast, which lies between the main directions, that is north and east. Northwest lies between north and west. Southeast lies between south and east. Southwest lies between south and west. Next, children, the fourth question. What is scale? Scale can be defined as ratio between the distance on the map and the distance on the ground. I repeat, scale can be defined as ratio between the distance on the map and the distance on the ground. Children, also we have to know that always scale will be represented on top of the map or at the bottom of the map. Next, fifth question. How is the language of maps helpful in reading map? Yes, children. Languages of maps helps to read a map correctly and accurately. I repeat, languages of maps helps to read a map correctly and accurately. The next question. You want to know about a climate of a famous hill station. Which type of map will you require? Yes, children. Answer is physical map. Because to know about the climate of famous hill station, it can be represented in physical map. Because physical map always depict physical features like mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers, oceans, etc. So that it will also gives us a climate change at the hill stations. Now what you have to do is write down the exercises, that is tick right mark to the correct answer, match the following and true or false and answer these questions. These 4 exercises must be written in your social studies notes. Okay, children? Yes. Before we start our next class, you must be written all these exercises in your social studies notes. Please don't keep as a pending. Okay, children? Okay. Now, children, let us move to the next exercise. Do and learn. Children, here given is draw signs and symbols of the following on a chart paper. Children, consider this exercise as your project work, and what you have to do is take a chart paper and write down the names of the signs, and next to that write down the symbols. Okay, children, this will be your project work. For example, if you write forest as like this, give a slash and write down the symbol. Like this, you have to write for rest of the names, also the symbols, and make it ready. Children, now the next exercise is what do these symbols represent? As you know, in the page number 254, you have given a box of symbols. So, you just look at these symbols and write down answer for these questions. So, take this exercise as your homework. Next, children, complete the grid with the help of the clues given below. Children, here you have given a certain questions, that is 5 questions you have given. 4 questions are across and 1 question is down, which means these 4 questions having answer that must be written from left to right. Here you can see the horizontal boxes. Yes, but the 5th question comes under down, so which means you have to write down the answer from top to down. So children, please try to understand the questions first and then try to answer it. Then we'll see the first question. Color which shows mountains on the map. Children, also what you have to do is first you have to look at the question number, and also you have to search that number in this grid. So here the number of the first question is 2, and here you have given 2 here. So the answer for the this question must be written in this horizontal boxes. So the answer is color which shows mountains on the map. So answer is brown. BROWN. Similar way, you have to complete the rest of the questions. Take it as your homework. Finally, children, you have another project work, that is draw a sketch of your school showing important features such as principal's office, playground, classrooms, auditorium, staff room, administrative books, canteen, etc. Children, you have to sketch of your school by showing the given specific places. Okay, children. Here, this main should be make it ready, and no need of write in your notes, but this what to do these symbol represent, and complete the grid with the help of the clues given below. These 2 exercises must be written in your social studies notes. Also, this life skills need not to be write it in your notes. Make a chart of it. Now children, homework of the day. Do the reading of a lesson twice and complete the book exercise from page number 256 to 258. Children, I repeat, do the reading of a lesson twice. Try to understand it first. Later, complete the book exercise from page number 256 to 258. Children, I hope you all have understood today's class. Then, now what you have to do is, Please complete all the homeworks whatever I have given today. Please don't keep any homeworks as a pending, because children, it will be burden for you later. So please complete your homeworks and study well. Thank you children. Stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.